Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, shawty? Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning to the best family on YouTube. If you guys remember, I ordered these glasses and I finally got them. So these are gonna be my new glasses. These are actually prescription, so they're not just like look glasses. So these are the new glasses. You guys will get used to them just like you got used to this camera. Yeah, just wanted to show you guys how they look. So for this fitness program I'm doing, I have to get a pair of shoes that are a specific color. They can't be like green like I have. They can't be black. They can be black bottoms. So I'm at the shoe store right now for the 90 days that I'm gonna be wearing, and I think I might not go with Nike this time. I might go with Adidas. I'm not sure though. So I actually said screw Adidas. I just didn't find them good for athletic training shoes that I wanted, even though I'm sure they're great shoes. So I'm either gonna go with these, or I'm gonna get another pair of Kobe's right here in purple. Guys, so that store right there, it's called Ben Sherman. That's the store I want to be able to shop in after I lose my weight. There's no point in shopping for clothes now when I'm not at my ideal weight. So the reason I put that store as my goal is because I know when I get to my ideal weight, I can go in there and shop for the clothes that I want. So I need you guys to pick a store that you want to shop in, but you're not allowed to shop in it until after the 90 days. Or let's say you're at day 60, day 70 and you have great results, you can do it then. But you guys all need to pick a store, and that's your ideal store to shop in, that you don't shop in right now. So for those of you wondering, I went with the Kobe's in purple. Who's calling me? Oh, it's my mom. All right, guys, excuse me, I gotta talk to my mama. But I went with the Kobe's, but I got good news for you in a second. The reason that's good news to you guys is because that means you guys get to win original Kobe's. I don't even know the names of these because I don't know shoes, but these are the first Kobe's that came out. The reason I'm gonna give them away, for some reason, all the shoes I've ever bought were size 9.5. And the shoes that I just bought were size 11 because they measured my feet. Like, these are US 9.5. So I've been like crip walking in all my shoes, but I need to buy an 11. So all my 9.5s I'm giving away, which is practically all my shoes. Bruh. All right, listen. This might get a little complicated because there's certain things I'm not allowed to tell you about what I'm about to do. And all I can say is it's gonna be a big surprise, and just wait it out for me, and I promise you, you're gonna see a brand new me, and it's gonna be all different, but we're gonna talk as grown adults. So that thing that I was so excited about and everything, well, yeah, so I'm gonna be doing it, and I can't really, you know, there's gonna be no cameras, no nothing. But I tell you guys everything, so this is as much as I could say. But right now I'm about to take professional pictures of my body, of my before. This is the day I've been waiting for. I already took my at-home personal pictures, but now I'm about to take professional pictures because the fitness journey starts on Monday. I love you guys, so I hope you understood what I just said. Bruh, that was painful. So my objective this week was just to eat anything and everything I wanted, because I wanted to be at my absolute worst before I started what I'm going to start. Bruh, I'm at 19.7% body fat. I have 44 pounds of fat on my body. That's just fat. I have I think it was 41-inch waist, which is equivalent to like 38 in pants, and I need to be at a 32, so I'm gonna be working to get back at a 32. And just looking at myself and what I've done to myself and how I looked. Look, guys, it's okay to be hard on yourself. So me right now, it's not being negative. It's not hating myself. I hate people in LA so much. Lady, you cutting me off? Look, you cutting me off is not gonna get you home freaking faster. It's okay to be hard on yourself. So if I say, I hated looking at myself in the mirror right now, I hated hearing where I was, that is fine. Why? Because I'm not gonna not do anything about it. Starting Monday, my life is gonna change, and you guys are gonna see it change drastically, and hopefully I can change your guys' as I'm changing my own as well. While I'm stuck in traffic, and I know I'm just gonna go home and end up talking to the camera anyway, I'll just talk to you guys here. Look at this idiot. You guys should have seen the face she gave me, like, I messed up, can I go? Give me your number then, girl! Anyways, Where was I? My mind again. Ah! Shit! I've been bottling stuff in for a long time now. Like shit that's affecting my life. I'm just pretending like it's not affecting me so I can stay happy for these vlogs, but it's affecting me, man. There's just so much, man. Life is just, but I'm like, and now there's gonna be a comment, this dude's bipolar as hell. I've already discussed it, man. I'm manic depressive. I take medication for it, and yes, that's my life. Get over it. When we were talking about the documentary and what it was gonna be and how much of my life I was gonna show, because, you know, I want to talk about my depression and everything, I told them in the meeting, I was like, there's one thing that'll be huge, and it's the biggest thing ever, and it's the reason that I go through what I go through. It's the reason for my isolation. It's the reason for this. It's the reason for that. But I'll never talk about it on the documentary. They were like, well, then you're not giving us the full product. I was like, this is the skeleton in the closet I'm gonna die with. I'll never talk about it. It's funny because I didn't want to talk about it in the documentary, but I'm gonna talk about it in the vlogs now. And I'm not... Who the fuck, man? I've been talking to this camera for so many freaking days because I haven't had any real person to talk to, because I have nobody in my fucking life, because I've kicked everybody out. It doesn't even, my words don't even make sense anymore. Anyways, and I'm not trying to hype this up to be a big thing, I have an addiction. And I know I always pull out something new that I have, but nah, bros, I have an addiction. I've had an addiction since I was a little, not a little kid. I knew that I had an addiction since I was 18 years old, an addiction that's lived with me. If you don't know what an addiction is like a heroin addict, a crack addict. I'm not gonna tell you what addiction I have. I have an addiction. I've had an addiction since I was 18. It's lived with me. I live a double life. Nobody knows about it. Not my mom, not my dad, not my brother, not my friends, not even Ali. Nobody. I have an addiction. I live with it every single day of my life. I do it off the camera. It's a horrible habit. It causes me to want to commit suicide. It causes me to live a double life. It causes me to keep myself isolated because it's my drug, it's my cure, it's my help. So whenever I'm feeling down or stressed, I use my addiction to get out of it. The addiction makes me more down and depressed, and then it's an ongoing cycle. So how an addiction works is this. You get the thought in your head of what you want to do. You think about it. You obsess over it over and over and over again. You plan it in your head. You plan your next fix. You plan your next fix. Bam! You do the addiction. After you do the addiction, you feel guilty about it. You feel depressed about it. You feel down about it. You feel shame about it. Then you tell yourself you're never gonna do it again, and you tell yourself that was the last time you're gonna do it. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it might be in a day, it might be in 2 days, you get over it, and next thing you know, bam! You're back into obsessing over it, and it's an ongoing cycle that goes over and over and over again. I've tried to get help for it many times for a long time. I've never been able to get over it. It controls my life and controls everything I do. So the 90 days starting on Monday is the biggest thing in my life, not only because of the fitness journey, but because I checked myself into rehab. And what I wanted to do was the 2-week intensive rehab where you sleep there for, by the way, although I'm telling you guys this, I'm never going to tell you what the addiction is. I hope you guys can respect and understand that as grown adults. And don't make me disable the comments by you guys trying to guess, and be mature about this, guys. This is something I can't believe. I haven't even told my friends this, and I'm telling it to my YouTube audience, and I'm being so casual about it just because it's such a heavy topic, but I'd rather just throw it out. So what I wanted to do was a 2-week intensive course. Remember when I took a break from the vlogs at the end of 2014? I was supposed to take it there, but the 2-week intensive intensive course was $14,000. Now, financially, I'm easily able to pay that, but for some reason, my addiction convinced me not to, because I was like, no, it's $14,000, just save it. My dumbass didn't do it, although I should have done that at the end of 2014. Here I am now. More than ever, I want to do the 2-week intensive course right now. The reason I can't is because I'm starting the fitness journey on Monday. I can't leave LA for 90 days. And if I leave the vlog for 2 weeks, everyone's going to say I stopped again, whatever. So what I chose to do is an evening intensive program. So every single Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, I will be going to rehab for evening. So from 6:30 to 9, every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, I'm going into rehab. And it's half the cost, so it's $7,500. And the reason I say that is because there's no cost on your health. And yesterday was actually the first day I didn't do my whatever addiction that I have, and today, believe it or not, I'm going through like withdrawals, and that's why I'm like so anxious and antsy, and like everyone's been pissing me off, and when a car cuts me off and all this stuff, because I do the addiction every single day. It's a part of my life. It's all I do. When I stay in my apartment all day, or when I don't see anybody, or the reason I don't see anybody is because of my freaking addiction. So yesterday, it got really bad recently, because what happens is you either do it all the time, or you go like months without doing it and you think your life is good, but you never escape it. So yesterday I finally made a choice. I was like, to beat an addiction, you can't, because like whenever I go to my meetings, my anonymous meetings, they say how long they've had their addictions for, and they say like, I've been sober for 60 days, or I've been sober for 90 days, or whatever. I always went into the meetings and said I'm not sober, because before I went to the meetings I would do my addiction. So yesterday I finally realized you can't look at the bigger picture. You have to say, I'm going to do it one day at a time. So yesterday I told myself, no, whenever I want to do my addiction, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stop and be wary of it. So I got through yesterday, couldn't sleep all night. I got through it. Today, I'm still going strong, and I just have to be strong until Monday, because Monday rehab starts and they're going to help me get better at it. And yeah. That's it, guys. There's nothing left, and there's nothing that I haven't told the YouTube audience. You guys know everything, every single thing about my life, and yet I'm still gonna get ridiculed for everything. And I don't know why I'm always negative. Like, well, I do know why I'm negative like that. I know why I'm resentful like that. I know why I am the way that I am. I just wanted to get that off my chest, because when I told you guys about the tattoo, I felt so much better. So I figured if I told you guys that, I can tell you guys this too, man. Me doing these vlogs is so much more than just trying. Like, I do them to make you guys happy, but these vlogs keep me alive, man, because if I didn't have you guys to talk to, like I said, there are people in my life, I don't let them be in my life, and I would never open up to them about this, never. And if you guys could tell, I haven't been looking in the camera, not because I'm focusing on driving, because I don't even want to look at you guys in the eyes while I talk to you guys about this stuff. Depending on how you guys react to what I just told you, is dependent on how much I'm going to open up more about it. And if while I go through rehab I can talk to you guys about it, and stop just putting up this farce about everything, man. Because it's funny, because like for branding and YouTube and all this stuff, you have to be happy, you have to be perfect, you have to be all this stuff. But it's like, shit, these guys help keep me alive. These guys allow me to talk real shit. Like, whenever I'm going through something, I talk to them. And you're telling me that if I talk to them about this stuff, I'm gonna lose subscribers, I'm gonna lose support, I'm gonna get dislikes on a video because I'm talking about real stuff going on in my life. This right now is the most that I've actually openly talked. I'm not even consciously talking right now. I'm just talking because I haven't talked to people. I don't talk to people. Even Simi, I see her every single day. She knows that I go through shit. She doesn't know what it is. I don't even talk to her because I don't talk to people. I choose not to. As much as I look like I'm crazy on camera, as much as, what's funny is when you guys see me around people, I have a lot of fun. Like, you guys saw me at the YouTube convention, you guys saw me at the Just Kidding News people, you guys saw me with Alex Wasabi. Like, I have a lot of fun. But yeah, I choose to be alone. I'm not even trying to be depressing, man. It's just real spit. This is my life, man. But I know that this 90 days is going to change my life. I know that not only am I going to lose weight, but I know that rehab, because rehab is for 8 weeks, I know it's going to make me come out a better person. I know I'm going to find my faith back and my spirituality, and I'm going to regain who I was. I'm going to look the way I always looked. I'm going to beat my addiction. I'm not going to have to do it anymore. I'm going to stop being resentful for people. I'm going to stop being bitter. I'm going to stop kicking people out of my life. I'm going to start talking to people. I'm going to get my life back. That's why Monday is so big to me. It's not just the weight. Weight is nothing. I'm not doing everything that I'm doing, to look good. The weight that I'm going to lose is a metaphor for everything that I'm going to shed out of my life. All my bad habits, all the depression, all the negativity, all the toxins of my mind, all the negative thoughts that crowd my mind, all the bad things I think of when I see people, the hate that I have for people. It's just Monday is everything, man. The weight's gonna come off regardless, and I'm gonna look good regardless, but that's the least bit of it. It just came at a perfect time that the rehab started the same day that my fitness journey is starting. That's the law of attraction, though. I've been asking for help for so long, and here it is. Hopefully by me opening up, you guys going through stuff. I know I have about 900,000 people who support this channel. I know I'm not the only one who goes through an addiction. That's impossible. Especially if you look at stats of every addiction in the world. It's impossible that I'm one of 900,000 who goes through an addiction. I don't care what your addiction is. And by the way, guys, when I say something like addiction, I'm not using it lightly. I hate, I was watching the boxing fight with my brother, and he out loud said, "Oh my God, if Pacquiao loses, I'm going to be so depressed." I was like, no, I cringed inside, because I was like, people use depression so loosely, and they don't understand the magnitude of depression and bipolar and OCD. So I hope when I say addiction, you guys understand how serious it is, and not just like, oh yeah, I'm addicted to this, I'm addicted to that. No, I'm talking about a real addiction. I know a lot of you guys go through it, whether it be drug, whether it be, I don't want to get into it, but whatever else it could be. I feel good.